everyone, I'm Krista Seiden, a product evangelist here at Amplitude. And in this video, we're going to look at the global agent within Amplitude. Now, this is an agent that is available throughout the product on multiple screens. You can pull it up through a slide out window. You can open it in a whole window. But the point is that you can ask it pretty much anything about your data, not just about your data, but even about your governance, your experiments, various things that are going on. So it really is kind of your co-pilot for all of your data throughout Amplitude. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at some of the things that we can do with it. So we are here in Amplitude. We're in our Ample Money project. And I see this global agent here in a big old box in the middle of my screen. It's also available here in this slide out box, and I can get to a full screen one through the left-hand nav here with chat. But let's ask it a question. And actually, it gives me a couple of out-of-the-box questions available right here. Compare this month versus last month of my top events, summarize recent experiences, find events with zero volume or that look unused. So a little bit of everything, right? There's some governance, there's some data analysis, all of that. But I'll go ahead and just click that first one, compare this month versus last month for my top events. All right, so it's looking at this month versus last month, but it says, hey, March only has 2 days, so it's going to normalize the data for a full month. So right off the bat, it's understanding what I want to ask, and it's giving me a useful answer. So then it's looking at top events for February versus March, for 2 days of March versus February. And cool, looks like we're on pace for that month-over-month trend of that actualized data. And it gives me some key takeaways. So account summary is my highest volume event by far. So start money transfer is healthy, but add transfer details shows a drop. So this is saying, hey, this is worth investigating. I can also look at start signups and add personal information, saying that these have a steep drop off in the funnel. And then it gives me some charts that I can actually dig into. And I can open these charts into a full report to look at this data more fully. So it says drill into the signup funnel, which is that 75% gap. So if I click there to view this chart, it's going to take me into this chart that it has built. And I can then interact with it in a way that we've looked at in a few other videos. So this is specifically an event segmentation report, and it's looking at top global events for the last month. And great. So if I want to go ahead and analyze the sign up funnel drop off in detail, which is one of the things it suggests I do, I can do that. I can also check a few other things, or I can ask it any other question I want. So as you can see, it's really being this co-pilot for me, helping me through my analysis and investigation. Now, if I want to go ahead and go back over into a different report, so for example, maybe in my marketing analytics section, looking at traffic by channel, and I'm wondering, I wonder, how these channels compare versus last month or versus last year. I can open up my chat agent here, and I can ask another question. And you can see here, it's actually calling out. It says you're in the marketing analytics space. So now it's adding in context detail to the report that I'm in. And I can say, in natural language, how is email doing this month versus last month? Okay, great. So it's come back with some information here. It says, again, it's normalized that data for only the 2 days within March. And it says, email's my largest channel. It consistently drives a large percentage of all of my event volume, about 37.5%. And that March is tracking proportionally in line with February. So great. That immediately gives me a sense of calm. I know things are doing pretty well there. It does say that the sign up funnel drop off persists in email. So I have a lot of people signing up, but there's a 75% drop for people. It's not email specific issue, which is good. It's a product wide friction point. But just something that it's calling out, and it's bringing that back from our previous analysis. So it's not only using the context of the current report we're in, but it's also looking back at the previous chats that we've had and bringing that context in here. So then it gives me some suggested next steps. It's helping me get to the why, to the next piece of information. So it says maybe you want to compare email versus paid social for conversion rates. It also gives me a couple charts that I can dig into for those. So really is helping me throughout my data analysis. Okay, so the last thing I want to look at is maybe something in the product analytics section. Let's go ahead and look at our onboarding funnel. So this is great. Start sign up, complete sign up, start money transfer. Let's look. I see a breakdown by country here, but let's ask chat maybe to help me break this down in a different way. So I see that I have out of the box country, device, family, platform, but maybe I want to break this down by account type. Okay, so the global agent went ahead, it looked through all of the event properties we have. It says, well, we don't find an account type event property, but we see an account status event property, member versus non-member. So this is great because maybe somebody in your organization doesn't know all of the right terminology, but the global chat can interpret what that person is asking for. So in this case, the member versus non-member breakdown, it has a few key takeaways. It says non-members actually convert better end to end. And members make up a larger percentage of my sign-up volume, and both groups show similar drop-off patterns. So then it calls out things that are worth investigating. Are members hitting a different sign-up path that has more steps? We can look at some session replays for members, and more. So it gives me a couple of additional prompts here that I can look into as well. As you can see, the global chat agent really does help me step by step along my analysis. And throughout all of this, I was able to do this analysis without having to make the charts or the filters or the group bys myself. So this really does enable people who are less technical, less sophisticated in the analytics UI to get the answers that they seek and hopefully reduce the bottleneck of some of your more skilled data analysts when it comes to searching for data within the UI.